Introducing first, from Shaba, New Mexico, it's Sylvia Sanchez.
Welcome back to WOW fans, and as we left off, David,
Wow. Last week we all saw the complete chaos at the end of the mother-daughter match between Big Rig Betty and Holly Swag. And therefore, for the first time ever, we're gonna have a match with 4 teams involved to settle the mess. And we're gonna have a fatal 4-way match in WOW for the first time with Tag Team Championship match.
And her opponent, from the dark side, is Holidead.
and as Holidead makes her way to the ring, David, I've got to ask you, what 3 teams are going to be involved? I know the champions, Big Rigs and Bourbon, Jesse Jones and Big Rig Betty will be defending the championship, but who will they be defending it against, David?
It's gonna be Penelope Pink, Holly Swag, Tormenta, Princess Aussie, and Miami Sweet Heat. They will be in there, all gunning with Big Rig Betty and Jesse Jones. That will be the fatal 4-way match for the Tag Team Championship of WOW.
And will that be next week's main event here on WOW, David?
Yes, and whoever gets the pinfall or the submission will become the Tag Team Champions. Or in the case of Jesse Jones or Big Rig, they will retain their championship.
Well, you heard it straight from David McLean. Next week's main event, fatal 4-way for the WOW World Tag Team Championship, as Big Rigs and Bourbon, Jesse Jones and Big Rig Betty defend against the teams of Tormenta and Princess Aussie, Miami Sweet Heat, and Lana Starr's newest A-team, Holly Swag and Penelope Pink. That's next week's main event, but right now, in-ring action featuring Holidead taking on Sylvia Sanchez, and still to come, David, Genesis versus the Class Master. If Genesis can beat the Class Master tonight, she will receive a future WOW World Championship match. But David, that's not all. Trios match in our main event. Top Tier will be taking on Ashley Blaze, Kara Kai, and Xena Phoenix. That's coming up in our main event here tonight.
Top Tier, the Trios champions of the world, the greatest Trios champions in all of professional wrestling, according to Coach Campanelli. And nobody argues with it, as Holidead takes a big shoulder block to Sylvia Sanchez.
It's hard to argue with Top Tier, because for the better part of this year, they have been able to hang on to the WOW Trios Championship. And
See him in
Holidead,
action. Holidead right now going to town on Sylvia Sanchez.
Holidead's sometimes tag team partner Chantilly Cella opening things up on our first match here on WOW. Unfortunately for Cella, she wasn't able to pick up that W against the Colombian GOAT, but Holidead going to try to against Sylvia Sanchez. Take a look at Sanchez. Sidewalk slam, but she's clutching her back. Did a little damage to herself, but more to Holidead on that exchange.
2 count. Holidead keeping her arms up, making sure that she's protected from a potential pin. Sanchez going to work on the right arm of Holidead.
And Holidead was locking her hands to try to block the potential submission hold from Sylvia Sanchez. And right now, Holidead just hammering away at the back of Sanchez. Holidead is a very experienced competitor, David. She's not going to allow herself to be put in that submission in the middle of the ring if she can help it. Sylvia Sanchez now using that top rope to administer more punishment to Holidead, who hangs on to the top rope though. Blocking the Irish whip attempt as a forearm shot from Sanchez connects. Holidead ducks the clothesline attempt, and Sanchez with that power slam to Holidead. But Sanchez not having enough energy to immediately cover Holidead. Referee gets to a 2 count, but Holidead powers out at the last second. Holidead kicking out once again. Sylvia Sanchez not letting up on Holidead. Holidead sending Sanchez down with a spine buster. monster, and that's it for this matchup. Holidead picking up a victory.
Your